Okay, it's much later in the day. Much later in the door? What was I thinking? But yeah, much later in the day, and we, after we left from eating, we went to see about getting our dog, our girl dog, the latest rescue. She's a puppy, but she's a big puppy. To me, I think she is a, and I mentioned this to the vet in the vet's office, a combination of pit bull and cane corso. Is that what it's called? Yeah, that's what she looks like. And she's big. She's big. She's probably around a year. That's what we're told, and that's what I suspected. It was 9 months, and that's what they said, around 9 months. And that was last month, so a little over a month ago. Anyway, because I had ordered her a little swimming pool. See, she was rescued from, the story we heard was that somebody, one of our neighbors' adult sons was at a lake party, I guess, with a bunch of friends or something. They were at the lake, and this dog came. This dog was in the lake. That's what we were told. The dog was rescued from being in the lake, and the owner must have thrown her in. No, they wouldn't tell us. I don't know. They told Adam. I don't know if he just didn't know the rest of the story or what. And the dog, she is terrified of water. I mean, as far as like taking a bath, we had taken her to PetSmart, and we had to leave her there with our other dog, my little, what I call my little buddy. My little buddy, that's what I call him. He's got to have said a certain way. But he died a horrible death, really. Oh, man, part was kennel cough. And it was the rest just horrible. And, he was young. But, he was also a rescue. Anyway, when he was, when we were going through this, we put her in a kennel, and then at PetSmart, but they said they couldn't bathe her. We wanted her bathed, so they couldn't do it. And my allergies, I had to stop and cough. But they couldn't do it because she wouldn't let them put her in the water, in the bath. She fought them. They tried several ways, several times, and they do that. So, and Adam has tried, and man, she just to use the water hose, she fought him. I mean, she was very traumatized. Whatever it was that they found her at the lake, and she was in the lake, whatever it was, somebody weighed her down or what? She's terrified of water. So I got her one of these, those little plastic, most of them I think are blue for kids. Swimming pools, they're plastic. Probably like $10 and something, or $11. And I ordered one, but then they said that they didn't have one, so they credited our account. And so we went to buy one after we ate, and we could only find the smaller one. There was a bigger one, but Adam said it wasn't going to fit in the back of my SUV. But I think this one might be in between those two, or might be that bigger one. And when I say this one, I'm looking at it right now. When we got home, there was one sitting on our front, in front of our front door. And it was like, okay, Walmart got all messed up. I don't know. I didn't check it. But maybe, because it said on one of them, it said to start the cancellation. The other one, it said that they didn't have it, but then it still had it up there that it was to be delivered. So did that make sense? All those, it's going to be delivered, but you need to cancel it, and and so, but then it was here. Okay, so we have two now, a little one, and that size. They're still little, but so we're hoping that she will gradually like to, start to like water, because she gets outside in the backyard. We don't know what, I don't go out there with him. I'm too allergic to bugs, and they do just attack me. Those little, they call them chigger bugs. And no way. That's a horrible, horrible thing for me, because they just, wow. But I used to go back there and make a garden. Serious, a big garden. I would use almost a whole backyard for a garden, which doesn't tell you much, but it's a good backyard. Nope. Eventually that happened, and anyway, we're gonna put it back there. Oh, there's a cardinal, and we're gonna put it back there and put some water in. This was my idea, and just to see if she'll gradually get used to it and won't be so terrified, because she gets, like I was saying, she gets back there and she rolls over something. Dogs like to roll over, usually like a dead snake or something like that. I remember seeing that as a child, but there's nothing back there. So what is she rolling over, and it stinks? She'll come back in smelling awful, and then it fades real fast. So I don't know. Okay, and while we were there, it was a weird thing. There was a guy there working in that, because it's the garden center. It's where they were, and it's big. It's a huge one. This is Texas. Everything's like huge, and so much is huge. And so the guy was working there, and there was a woman there, an older woman, but the cashier, he left the cash register still turned on, and he saw all these people out there to buy stuff. Well, he left, and Adam had gotten some mulch, and I guess because of the storm we had a couple nights ago, it was a little bit wet, and so he didn't want to take it into the store. He just put it right there in front of the register, but still where it drained into a drainage right there. Those little things they have on the floor, and it goes across the front, I guess, for that purpose, so nothing gets in the store. And the woman came up and she said, I don't work here in this section. I'm not the cashier here. Or she said she's not the cashier there. And Adam says, well, where is the cashier? Anyway, she told us to go ahead and go all the way into there, and somebody would check us out, because the guy just left. I guess he went and left for the day, or he left for lunch, or his break, who knows. And I mean, it was obvious there were customers there that were going to check out, and so she told us where to go. It was, she told us, but I went to get me one of those electronic shopping carts. They didn't have any back there. You would think they would have at least one or two in that area, but no, they didn't have any shopping carts out there. And I think Adam found one. So yeah, interesting. But so I walked up to the front, which, as it was, the reason I needed a shopping cart was so I wouldn't be walking all over the place. It was so messed up. And then to go look for Adam, I was going to go somewhere else in the store, since they were telling us to go inside and pay. And it's a long one, okay. And but I was glad, I was happy, because I wasn't doing the thing of being, having shortness of breath. That kind of ended last week. Just all of a sudden, my shortness of breath just ended. It was like, what the heck? What the heck? It was really bad that morning, and Adam and I were going to go to see a doctor I'd been waiting 5 months to see, for the first visit, and a specialist, and he is the main one that I'm going to need, for my health, because I have a rare health condition. And finally, after all this time, going to get one, hopefully, and hopefully he's going to be good. And we went there, and we were gone a total of like 5 hours, 5 or so hours. and we did a lot of walking. When I went to his office, it was walking a little bit of a hill, but not really. Just a little, what is it? Not incline, what is it? When it goes down, whatever. It's really going down. Instead of, it's not going up, not walking up. And I was so out of breath, and I got inside. You know, Adam was way far ahead of me, kept doing that. And he's older than I. And I got in, and I said, this is just too much. It was just too much on me. All that shortness of breath and everything, it was just too much. And I was sad. I was real sad. I said, this is just too much. And Adam that's made him kind of straighten up a little bit. He was acting bizarre. He gets hangry when he's, you know, the whole thing of hangry. And he kind of snapped out of it. We went there, saw that doctor. Doctor explained some things to Adam because he was still a little bit hangry, and he was like I say, I had added this part to this. You know, people say they're throwing you under the bus. I say he was trying to throw me under the bus, but every bus. Like he tries to throw me under every bus, including those where I'm nowhere near. I added that I don't know how long ago, but yeah, because that's what he does when he's angry. Oh man. And he was a little bit, and the doctor basically straightened him out. The doctor's young. There's two of them that are young, two specialists, really young. Doogie Howser young. That's what they seem, Doogie Howser young. But they're probably like maybe 30, you know, late 30s maybe. But they seem younger. I can't express it. They say it shouldn't matter, you know, but still, one of them, not that one, but the other one, he kept throwing temper tantrums. I did not like that. That's not professional. Okay, of course, Adam come out here. He's moving that mulch, and I told him he was. I don't know what's going on with Adam. All seriously, he was just having an attitude. So look, I come out here for peace, you know, peace and quiet, you know. And I'm backed up outside so I can make the video, you know, without showing the house like those bricks I sometimes do. But anyway, he's emptying out his car, which I'm parked right next to, because this is the parking lot. I mean, our driveway. And yeah. Oh my goodness. Anyway, he's back and forth here. I hope he doesn't hurt himself. He's carrying that, and then God. Anyway, I do this for peace and quiet. It's 7:15 p.m. by the way. Yeah, he knows I do this every day. I come out here, and lately I started doing this, but no, he's gonna come out here too. Oh my goodness. Can people understand? I want some peace and quiet. I can't do it in the house because he has the TV too loud. Okay, he'll turn that TV, and the TV's in the center of the house, and you can hear it everywhere. And where I am, there's no doors. So, okay, he keeps walking in front of the car. But there are no doors, you know, so it's all open. I'm hearing the TV. Can't do that. Can't make a video with TV. Going to there's one room. There are other rooms, but this is going to be it's going to sound like I'm in a room, a small room. And although they're not small, it's going to have that, you know, you're in a room echo kind of thing, or whatever you call it. So I come out into my SUVs. Plus, the dogs, you want to hear the dogs barking, you want to hear the fans going, you know, this kind of thing. But nope. That's asking too much. Oh, this is my life, I'm telling you. Okay, anyway, he's back and forth, you know, distracting, going and walking in front of me, doing all this. Yeah. Okay. But anyway, yeah, I'm telling you. What else was I going to talk about? I'm going to just wrap this up. I have a whole bunch of videos. I have Mine is up to like around 75% used my memory on my cell phone. Because it actually, I think it goes down into maybe the 50s when I have the videos up, because I have stuff that I've stored, you know, since I got it. And each time I get a new phone, it's usually about 2.5 years. It's usually how long they've lasted. And I had my first cell phone, shoot, I don't know. Oh man, probably. It's been probably over 25 years. It's probably been at least since around 2000. I don't know how much before then. If I'm thinking so. Okay, I think he's wrapped it up, what he's doing. Anyway, what I was talking about was after we went and got that, you know, at the at Walmart, and we came home, and I went up to, I was gonna watch some little TV in the front room. It's got a bed in there, and I know the score. It's gonna make me fall asleep. And he went to the master bedroom. He fell asleep, and he did eat a big chunk. He had got him a sirloin steak and mashed potatoes, I think, meal or something like that. And as usual, he, like I said earlier, he eats mine. I know he's going to do it. And he said, you should get that. And I'm like, mm-hmm. But that's usually what I get is fajitas. And so it was a trio combo. It's nice, but anyway. And he, like I said, he ate all but the, well, not all, but I had my rice. He was talking about my rice because his didn't have any. I kept telling him, no, the rice is mine. Forget it. You're not getting it. But they had black beans instead of pinto beans. I'm Texan. I don't like black beans. I don't know if other Texans do. But pinto beans is pretty standard. That's my experience. I'm Texan. I'm 62 as of today. So I've been around quite a long while. And, yeah. But I had the steak, fajita, and the shrimp. Okay, and then what was left was the chicken. And he ate that, and plus green and red peppers. I don't like them. It had a jalapeno pepper. It was so hot. It was just too hot. I love it when they do that. They fry them. Oh, it was too hot. Any place does. But it was too hot, too spicy, and too hot too. Basically, that's it. He ate pretty much so much of it. Serious. And so, of course, you know, he said, of course, it knocked him out. And we just got up a little while ago, both of us. And we're meeting longer, but yeah. I'm kind of just rambling. I'm going to wrap this up, and I'll talk to you on another video. Bye.